Hello, everyone, here. Welcome to Farming Simulator 25, and we are playing on the Hutan Pantai map. I think that's how you say that. I could be wrong. This is the, I believe, South Asia map here. Instead of like playing on the American map or the European map, I thought we'd check this one out. And to be honest, the American map, everyone is, I don't know, very European feeling. How about that? It's not the greatest of American maps there, if you ask me. We'll probably check it out on multiplayer or something like that, Evan. But at least for my single-player series, Evan, I figured we'd play on the Hutan Pantai. Again, not 100% sure if I'm saying that right, but that's what we're going with. So, yeah, this is what the map looks like, everyone. It's a lot of water out there, by the way, but yeah. A lot of fields kind of all like closely grouped together here. Some interesting shapes here on these fields. Nothing is particular. Well, there's a couple, I guess, square fields over here. But yeah, a lot of fields aren't exactly square either. Starting off here, base game as a new farmer, everyone, in easy mode, by the way, for those of you curious what settings we are playing on. And actually, just for reference here, let me just show you folks here. For those of you who might be curious here, game settings. So yeah, here's what the settings I am playing on here. I do have crop destruction turned off. As you folks know, I typically play with that turned off. Yeah, just hired workers and crop destruction. Now, maybe this will be different here in Farming Simulator 25. I don't know, but at least in the past, crop destruction and hired workers did not mix. I did turn periodic plowing on. I can't say that here today, apparently. Periodic plowing is turned on. Field stones is on at the moment. Just from my experience here so far, I'm going to give it a try, but I think it's going to get turned off very, very quickly here. I don't think the field stones are going to last very long here. Just haven't played around with them here already, but we'll see how it goes. It's really about all I changed. I think everything else is disaster destroy. Yeah, it's on at the moment. We'll see how that goes, Evan. General settings. I don't think I changed anything here. Everything else is pretty much probably where it's supposed to be. Oh, I did change. I'm in, obviously, money or under dollars, miles for measuring units, Fahrenheit for temperature, acres for area. Why does Giants not have an option for bushels instead of liters or something? I don't know. Anyway, unit convert, anyone? Might need the unit convert mod here. Let's see what's here. General settings, actually, yeah, we're already there. I think that's about everything to know under there, one. So, like I said, didn't change a whole lot of settings. We're starting off with $100,000. I don't believe there is a loan here. Finances, loan, yes. Oh, wow, look at that. We can borrow $5,000 at a time. Come on, Giants. Pull your you-know-where out of you-know-what and stop. Anyway, okay. Okay, with that being said, Evan, I do believe it looks like Giants maybe did listen to my suggestions here about the menu system, everyone. Although I think my suggestion was maybe it should run across the top rather than across the side here, because the side, you don't have as much space along the side as you do along the top. But they have taken like some of these menu screens, Evan, and like collapsed them down. Better, maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I know one of my suggestions in the past, Evan, was to combine like for those who remember, there was like how many different map screens, right? 3, 4? However many map screens there were of one. It's like, come on now. You can't figure out how to put this all in one? They kind of sort of did, Evan. So you got your map, but then under the map you got, yeah, so anyway. It's all under one screen now. We'll have to see what's here. One thing I do need to look and see if I can figure this out, Evan. That's kind of annoying. When you're walking here, it feels like you're lagging. Like you stop walking and like slowly drift to a stop. I don't know if they're trying to do some sort of realism setting there. I have not figured that one out yet. So if anyone happens to know, like, is your guy lagging on you? Because it feels like the game is lagging hard, like hard. And yeah, running solid 60 frames, Evan. So I don't think that's the case. Just that is what it feels like. Anyway, ooh, look at what we got here. Yes, we got Iseki. Japan 6130, huh? Rice harvester there, of course. Think, is this the planter? Yeah, I believe this is the planter right here. I've not actually done any rice in the game yet, so this will be new to me. Haven't actually looked at that yet myself. We got a Great Plains drill there. This is, I believe this is a cultivator, I think, right? Yeah, because I don't believe there's actually like any chisel plows in the game. Nope, we want to go to... Where is plows? There we go. So, yeah, plows. Wonderful selection. Maybe we should turn plowing back off. You know what? On second thought, Evan. Second thought. Yeah. For those of you wondering, this setting will probably get turned on at some point, Evan. I do typically play with plowing turned on. But, let's go back to this screen here again and observe the situation, shall we say. I might have to turn it on just to maybe play around with the plow one of these times. Just because, for those who haven't seen Farming Sim 25, the textures, definitely want to show it on screen at some point. Oh, you know what I could do? Subsoilers. You know what I could... No, never mind. We can turn plowing back on. We can turn it back on. We're good. We'll use the subsoilers. Okay. Anyway, starting off with a white. Yes, Evan, you heard me correctly. A white 8510 tractor. 8510, huh? Not a number I'm familiar with, I don't think. But anyway, I'm assuming this is the white tractor code, which was previously Oliver Tractors. At least I'm assuming that's the white brand there. I don't think there's any other white tractors, are there? Not that I know of. Real quick, let's just go through the shop here. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this. Maybe I'll even do a dedicated video on this. But I'm just going to do a quick scroll for those of you curious. There's, like everyone out there, I'm sure, is doing videos on this. So there's not going to be anything new here, probably per se in my video. Just in case maybe you haven't seen a video on this yet, everyone. Here's what we're looking at. Again, if you can't tell, like... Yeah, very heavily European again. Let's see, design, U.S. That does actually change the hitch on the back. Good for them. And you can change it to a front weight. So that does actually go to a European configuration there. However, I don't think the tires... Yeah, tires are still very heavily European, Evan. So that's a little bit disappointing. Ooh, 9RX series, you don't say, huh? Classic Xerion 12. Ooh. A different looking tractor there. And then, yes, the big boy. The Case quad track. Wow, Kloss, oh boy. Bent 1100. Nice 8RX there. Again, unfortunately, just coming from the American standpoint here, yeah, very heavily European. Actually, quite a few trucks to choose from here this time around, so nice to see that. Fair number of cars and just random stuff there. Miscellaneous category. Front loaders. Actually, wow, front loader category is really lacking here this time around, isn't it? I haven't actually looked at all the categories myself yet, so... Oh, okay, front loaders, that's why. They got front loaders, then they got wheel loaders. They've kind of broken it down. I was going to say, yeah, that's why. Skid steers, forklifts. Suppose we can look at the buckets for them. We got trailers. Again, unfortunately, very heavily European. Like not a single... I don't think there's a single American trailer in here, is there? Unless I missed them. Not a single American trailer in there. Some grain carts. Mother bins. Crop Chaser 1000. I presume this is probably more for... Oh, this is what is it? Root crops. I believe that is what that is for. Same with this one here as well, as far as I know. Flatbed trailers. Low loaders. Got a nice selection of low loaders here this time around as well. I guess, we had some last time too, Evan. So some semi-trailers. Here we actually do have some more American-style trailers. Oh, actually looks like... That's interesting. Those actually end up under the semi-trailers. So we actually have... equipment that can show up under multiple categories. That's interesting. Plows, yeah. Cultivators. We do currently own the John Deere 980. But nice to see if Giants would like to add some options for this. Something like different widths. That would be kind of cool. But unfortunately, we don't. So, and let's see what's here. Just like last time, too, Evan, something to keep in mind here with the cultivators. And this is why I might do a video on this in the future, Evan. There are different cultivators here in this category. Kind of wish Giants would fix that, but let's go look at the big one here, the Summers. There's a nice big Summers cultivator. Okay, disc harrows. Oh, there's a weird one. Yeah, it's for those of you who have ever seen one of those. We might have to check that out at some point. I don't know if that'll happen on this map or not. Power harrows. Wow. Can't speak here today, apparently. Too exciting, playing. Oh, there's a big mulcher. 5-bladed mulcher. Wow. Don't know if I've ever seen one of those in real life. Spaders, stone workers. Yeah, we'll probably do our best to skip that category. I do have stones turned on, Evan, so we probably might have to check that category out at some point. It does, by the way, come with stones on by default. Not much in the way of American-style planters here. I would argue probably about the closest you get to American-style is probably this Great Plains. Everything else very, very heavily European. Again, I'm on kind of one of the unfortunate things when you first start Farming Simulator. They don't have a lot. For those of you who like your American gameplay, it's very limited in my opinion. And again, nothing new when it comes to Farming Simulator for that one. I mean, it's kind of the way Farming Simulator always been. It's a European-based game. Oh, there we got a nice large roller. Hey, about time, Evan. I don't know about you folks. I always complained about the rubbish rollers that were in Farming Simulator 22. Like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know who dreamt up those rollers. As far as I know, they're like real-life rollers, two of them. So, yeah, it's like, wow. Got the John Deere S7 in the game. 7, 800, 850, 900. Nice. Track and tire options here. No, this actually has no tire options. Interesting. And then, of course, the X9 1100. Oh, yeah. Definitely need the US version on that one. Don't know if we'll get to that here on the series or not. Oh, yes. Also, I have the AF11. I'm in the case AF11. We got the New Holland CR11 too. Yep. So the AF11 and the CR11. Grain headers. Yep. Corn headers. Check. Special headers. What is special? Is this the... It doesn't actually tell you what it even does. You have to go back here. Okay. Yep, that is rice, I believe, right? McDon for picking up crops. Oh, does that mean? Yeah, we can maybe do some swathing of one. Might have to check that out. Do want to go back to this category. Just real curious here. Yeah. Got the John Deere C16. That is a normal 16-row 30-inch header here. Why, Giants? Why? Why is this header in the game? I could be wrong, Evan, but I am pretty sure this is a narrow row header. Looks like the New Holland one is maybe it's just a big header. Maybe it's not one, but it does say 1830 on the back, so maybe this is 18 30-inch rows. Maybe it is, Evan. I better not say, but this looks like a narrow. What is the width on this? 10 meters? What's the width on the John Deere? 12. Yeah, okay. The John Deere is 16 rows, 12 meters wide. This claims, I'm assuming this is 18 rows. I didn't count. Not going to either. But only 10 meters wide. So that tells, yeah. Giants, why is that rubbish in the game? Like this one too, probably? No, this one might be normal. 13 meters. Yeah, this one might be normal. Come on, Giants. That's, yeah. Oh, well. Don't know who's doing the headers for Giants. Had the same problem in Farming Simulator 22, 19. Giants puts these silly heads in the game that are just like, yeah. For those of you who know anything about row spacing, you'll get what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, well, just go ahead and use those headers, and you'll never know there's a difference. But for someone like me that finds that to be extremely bothersome, because like really that's not right. Balers, round balers, got a decent number of round balers here, including the self-propelled Vermeer. Yep, various bale pickup tools, wrappers, bumper. I think that's for like pushing bales, right? Consumables, got various net wrap options, wrapping, beet harvesters. Woohoo! Might have to check some of this stuff out, Owen. Kind of one of the reasons I'm playing on this map here as well. We'll maybe check out some of these various other crops we can harvest here, vegetables. Something I actually never even did back in Farming Simulator 22 of it. Obviously, we had the whole premium DLC. Also, we got some new ones too. Of spinach, green bean, peas. We're going to spend half this episode just looking at the shop. I didn't want to do that, Evan, but rice harvesters. Okay. Trying to make this as quick as possible, Evan. Cotton harvesters. Transport. Yeah. Lots and lots of equipment to choose from. I don't remember how much is in the game here. I know... Oh, is it 400 and something, I thought? Don't quote me on that number, everyone. That's the number that sticks in my head, but... Animal transport, straw blowers, food category, forestry, That's actually one of the categories or things that in Farming Sim in 25 I'm really looking forward to, Evan, is some of the building aspects here. I think that'll be a massive improvement here in this version of the game. And once we get into that, hopefully folks will see that as well. Winter stuff, miscellaneous. We're almost done here. Objects, yeah, the pallet. I won't bother looking at bags and stuff. Pretty much the same there. As far as I know, like the gameplay hasn't changed. Like if we still have, you know, there's liquid fertilizer, there's herbicide, there's solid fertilizer, there's lime. There's no other types of fertilizers. No, that's something I really would hope to see. And hopefully, and speaking of actually, watch that one. I don't believe there's any sort of precision farming here in this game yet. Hopefully that is something that's coming, Evan, because I would love to see precision farming, and hopefully maybe Giants will like up what it can do as like as far as fertilizers and sprays, and it's something I would love to see, Evan. I don't know, will it? Hard to say. Anyway, let's start out the way we typically do most maps. Well, at least most time we start a new version of Farming Simulator, new Evan. Start harvesting, right? We got, I think there's 3 fields ready to harvest here. Back to our map here. Crop types. Actually, I probably should make sure I have the right harvester here. Excuse me. We own fields 27, 28, 30, and 31, which apparently is 2 fields. And these are all, rice. Okay. Apparently I'm going to need a different harvester, I think. I don't know if this particular one will work here or not. Look, a car coming through. Also, you're on the wrong side of the road. Probably is on the right side of the road here for this this part of the world. I'm not sure. What part of the world does Asia drive on? I'm actually not even sure. I know Europe, Evan, they're mostly on the wrong side of the road there. And it's quite obvious, Evan, it's the wrong side of the road. Because on America here, Evan, we drive on the right side of the road. And the right side of the road is the right side of the road. Yeah, that's what I figured. This header is not going to work. I don't know if we even have a header for this particular combine that can do rice or anything like that. We don't have any other standard crops, do we? Field 28. That is cultivated. Okay. Not ready to be harvested. They all need to be plowed, of course. We'll have to look at investing in some sort of plow here at some point. We only got $100,000 to start with, Evan, so raise that up here. That is something that has changed with this game here, by the way, Evan. It's going to probably take a little getting used to here on my part. When you go to turn equipment on now, a lot of times in the past, Evan, when you turned it on, it would also lower down, right? That is not the case anymore. When you go to turn it on, it will no longer lower down. Maybe there's a setting for that somewhere I don't know about. Probably won't change it either if there is. Not a bad change, I don't think. Just something you might have to get used to. Yeah, I see you looking at me there, pal. Just follow me as I walk. Let's see. So I'm actually not even sure. Does it show what we own here? I wanted to see where is what we own. Is that maybe not under here? I'm not even sure, to be honest. Used vehicles. So look at that. We got a used plow for $20,000. We could probably actually pull that with our current tractor there. Is this the equipment we own at the moment, I guess? I believe it is. Yeah, okay. Saki. I believe there are some header options available for the regular combines, by the way. Actually, let's just go check that, everyone. If we go back to our equipment here, and where's our combines? Our combine harvesters. Grain heads, or would it be under special heads, I wonder? Maybe not. Yeah, this one shows that is rice, correct? Double check. I'm obviously still learning this here yet. Make sure I've got the right rice. Oh, is this long grain or that's right? I forgot. There's 2 different types of rice. This is regular rice. Okay, so we can only do the one type. That's what it is. I forgot about that one. you can do that type of rice. You can't do the other type of rice. I knew there was something special. I forgot about that. Oh, that was a lag spike. I wonder what that was about. Oh, I can already tell, but we're going to have to get something set up. Oh, and speaking of something set up, everyone, let's push and hold the H button, and wow, there we go, one. Yes. Definitely. Activate the lane. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay, it is working. The lane looks like it's off by a little bit, but it's working. So yeah, this game includes GPS. I mean, I probably should have mentioned that. That should have been like the first thing out of my mouth. I went Farming Simulator 25 GPS. I don't know about you folks. I am pretty excited about this one here. It looks like it's actually going to be a fairly decent GPS as well. I know when at first they announced it, they didn't show it real well, and I was a little bit skeptical. But having used it, everyone, seems like it's going to work. One of the nice things about this GPS here, it features headland support. I mean, that's obviously something we've never really had in a GPS before. Oh, I didn't actually do that. Just gotta push that. There we go. Still getting used to it here yet. And then this GPS will also do kind of sort of curved lines as well. I've noticed that when it kind of depends on the curve. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work real well. So it is a little bit of a gotcha sometimes, but it's GPS. I mean, GPS built into the game. So for any console users out there, hey, you get GPS finally. I know GPS has never, to my knowledge, existed on the console. Again, GPS typically requires some sort of scripting mod, which again, just scripting mods are not allowed on the consoles. So speaking of the console, by the way, we will be having a Farming Simulator multiplayer server as well. So if you'd like to join us in on Farming Simulator 25 multiplayer, then you're welcome to do so. You'll find that information down below in the description there. I do need to update that here yet, but yes, hopefully by the time this video goes live, I'll have all that information down below. And yes, speaking of the consoles, by the way, we're going to clear this here. Ooh, I guess so. Just a little bit close there. But yes, console users, you will or should be able to join us here, at least initially, I would think, Evan. So again, if you're a console player, like to join us on our multiplayer servers, you're welcome to do so. And information, again, down below in the description there. Anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. At some point, Evan, we might end up with some mods on there that will prevent that. But obviously, just starting having to probably just be running a lot of mods that will work on both console and the game. And yeah, don't need to have the GPS mod, for at least for starters. That was the big one back in Farming Simulator 22 of them. For those who remember, console players were able to join us on the RDAllen multiplayer servers at first. But sorry, console users, once GPS came out, it was like, yeah, GPS. Sorry. Yeah, RDAllen likes his GPS, so very much likes his GPS. Definitely glad to see that in the game. And might I say, about time. About time. Graphics-wise, everyone, game seems to be about the same from what I've noticed here so far. Maybe one of the big difference here is ground deformation. I think that's going to be a big thing here so far. Oh, one thing I'll mention here too, Evan. I don't know if you folks are seeing this here or not. I don't know if this is coming across on the video, but every now and then the screen blanks. And it's like just for a split second. But it is noticeable, and it is happening continuously. So I don't know if you folks watching are having that or not. Speaking of which, by the way, if you don't already have Farming Simulator 25, you can find links down below in the description there to purchase the game if you'd like to do so. It does help support the channel. Not to mention, I do have a discount code down below as well. I believe it's supposed to be good for 15% off. I don't know how long that code is active, but I'll put all that information down below, so make sure you check that out. Also, I do have a couple, or one, I'm not sure, I have to go check how many game keys I have, but I have some game keys for giveaways as well here, hopefully. So we'll probably do that on the live stream here at some point, Evan. So just, yeah, if you'd like to possibly win Farming Simulator 25, make sure you check that out. Follow me over on my Twitch channel, RDAllen on Twitch there. Link is down below. And like I said, we'll probably give away a copy of Farming Simulator 25 here. Wait, I got one more headland to do yet, don't I? That's right. Fine. Turn around here. I thought I had my headlands done. And it's set up for free. There we go. Get on the right line here. Still getting used to this GPS, yeah, by the way, but I think I've got it pretty well down pat here at this point. It's pretty simple. Just pretty much push and hold 8. It'll bring up that screen. That is the same screen you'll use for the hired worker as well. And it's pretty much set up the same way. I'm going to be honest, I don't know why they even bothered having 2 different screens for it. It's same settings, pretty much. You can choose your headlands. You can choose where you want to start. You can choose, like, width, which I don't know if would you ever have to change that? Maybe you would. Mods might be a big reason why you'd have to change that. For those who watched my previous series here on Stitz Raven, you know, we had some issues with mods and widths, and yeah. Anyway. Well, we're not filling up particularly quick here. Which reminds me of one. I'm ignoring one of the things I always recommend people do when they first start. Shame on me, Evan. Shame on me. I should be showing you folks the right way to do this here. Technically, I am, I guess. But one of the things I always recommend you do, Evan, is check and see if you can fertilize the field before you harvest it. Maybe not necessarily the most realistic, maybe. So you could argue that point, Evan. But a lot of times when you first buy a field, Evan, they won't come fertilized. And fertilizer is like the single biggest thing you can do to improve your yields. So, always worth trying. At least that's what I always tell everyone. This field's like half done already, so I'm not going to bother with this field. But maybe the next field, we'll give it a try here, see if we can fertilize. And if we just stop here a minute, check. Growth, let's see what's our fertilizer. Let's turn off the plowing. Yeah, there is like absolutely, it's actually mulching the field. Interesting. Yeah, there's no fertilizer on like any of these fields. Oh, and a couple of them need lime too yet, so... I think the next episode, I'm on that fertilizer lime. That might be a big theme here for next time. See if we can fertilize and lime some of these fields here. And by the way, GPS here, guys, in case you haven't figured it out. Pretty much the way it works here, once you see that line kind of highlight, I don't know if you call that yellow-orange, kind of a yellowish-orange color there, whatever you want to call that color. That's when you can, like, activate it and the line turns green. Very similar to how GPS has worked in the past. That one, different key combination, of course, but works very similar. You can see down below, too, our... Oh, I'm used to being able to bring up my mouse pointer. Yeah, that's right. Can't do that yet. Maybe when Course Player or one of those other mods comes out, maybe then we can bring up a mouse pointer. But, yeah, see our GPS active and inactive down below there. Only half full here so far. Right, we're going. I think we're going to be able to fit this entire field in this harvester here. Good-looking fella in there. Good-looking fella. Yep. Nope. Look out for the pump apparatus set up there. Okay, well, anyway, on that note, I think with that, we're going to wrap it up here for today's episode here already. Again, make sure you folks stay tuned here for more Farming Simulator 25 content. I mentioned the live streams here as well, so stay tuned for that. So with that, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget, too, if you don't already have the game and you'd like to purchase the game, Edwin, check my information down below there. You can either purchase it straight through Giants, or I do have, should be a Games Planet link as well. And then the code RDAllen. Again, I'll have all the information down below, but code RDAllen should give you 15% off. So make sure you stay tuned, or check the description for all that good information. So again, thanks for watching. Till next time.